weather and traffic on CW 39 Houston.
It is now 7 o'clock on here on CW 39. Some called it the strongest bail reform package in Texas history. Now it's failed. What lawmakers on both sides of the political aisle are saying about Jocelyn's law in just a moment. We're also tracking a chance of storms across southeast Texas and two major accidents. One of them fatal that has shut down two major highways on our roads. We'll have that and more in just a few seconds. And Texas lawmakers push to ban products infused with THC. How close it could become law and what impact it could have on local smoke shops. CW 39 at 7 o'clock is here for you, and we're getting started now.
Live, no wait, weather and traffic on CW 39 Houston.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, getting closer and closer to that weekend, and we are here for you. We're at CW 39. I'm Sharron, Melton. We have meteorologist Evelina Perales. She's got lots in store for the weather. Also, just a couple of days before hurricane season gets underway, and also two major roadways are shut down. I'll have more on that in a moment. But first, let's head on over to Edo. Let's talk about the rain. What I have to do with my umbrella. Is it a back seat, front seat, out of the seat, in the house, whatever day? And also more on hurricane season to come. Now to this, Jocelyn's Law, a constitutional amendment to deny bail to a person who is in this country illegally and charged with a violent crime. Well, that law failed on the House floor yesterday. Supporters of the legislation say it would have protected Texans by denying bail to only dangerous criminals. The proposal is named after Jocelyn Nungary, a 12-year-old Houston girl who was allegedly killed by two people unlawfully in this country. But opponents say it would go too far and lead to racial profiling in minority communities.
Well, unfortunately, I look more like some of those people than you do, so I may suffer the consequences more than you will.
Rapists, murderers, human traffickers, drug dealers, child molesters. Are these the type of people anybody wants to vote to protect?
Jocelyn's Law was part of a bigger bail reform package pushed by the governor's office this year. Now, parts of that package have already passed because they were divvied up. A spokesperson with the governor's office said it's the strongest bail reform package in Texas history, and the governor is excited to send it to the voters instead for final approval. Where George Colum, the founder of the Texas Renaissance Festival, died by, now officially, we've been told, suicide. The 87-year-old was found dead at his home in Todd Mission May 21st. According to Precinct 3 Justice of the Peace, he died in his home found by his housekeeper. Officials say there were no signs of foul play and no threat to the public. His death came amid legal troubles, including a court order to sell the festival and pay over $23 million in damages. He was 88 years old. Now to roadways. The Katy Freeway reopened late last night after a truck struck the Houston Avenue Bridge. Now, this has happened before. There have been a number of incidents happening around this area. This one around 4:30 at the North Freeway entrance. TxDOT says it removed the truck and inspected the bridge for damage. The bridge has been hit, as I mentioned, many times over the years, and that's why TxDOT also says the bridge will be replaced as part of the upcoming White Oak Bayou project. That work is expected to begin this year and run through late 2027. I'll take that excitement because this is not what I'm excited about right now. Is this 3:21 this morning, a three-car major accident which is fatal occurred. This is 45 the North Freeway at North Main. The problem with this, though, it is now 7:10. We're going almost 4 hours that this main thoroughfare coming from downtown is still shut down. You can see it right here. And the HOV lane, which is headed southbound, also shut down all the way back to the Tomball Parkway, almost to Beltway 8, everybody. And that is miles. So this is the result. Southbound traffic is so backed up that everyone's been getting on the feeder road to get around all of this. If you are downtown or have to take 45 to get to downtown, I would advise you do not do it. If you're coming from the west side of town, from I-10, for instance, from 610, from Southwest Freeway, that's 5969, or 45, the Gulf Freeway going north, I would suggest you get somehow onto 610. Southwest Freeway will take you onto East Tex Freeway to get you to 610. I-10 will take you all the way to get you to 610. To go north, you take 610, then it will take you up to either 5969, you can take that way to get to 610, but then you've got another problem. 610 north is also backed up to get to 45. Hardy Toll Road may be your best bet to avoid some of this backup. And then this is not the only thing we're dealing with. Let's head on over to the Grand Parkway, everyone. This is an 18-wheeler. This happened about 4:38 this morning, as this 18-wheeler not only was a hazmat spill, you can see it's an Amazon truck, so there's deliveries in here. You know it, so it may be delayed a bit, and it's blocking all of the southbound lanes on 99, also known as Lanier Parkway, also known as Grand Parkway, everybody. This has been a mess. You got the heavy record drivers right here trying to lift it up to get it out of the way. My suggestion, if you're near West Road and this area, take Mason Road to head south. That's the only way to get around this until this 18-wheeler is out of the way. All righty, everybody. Let's move on over to a better note. Look at this. This is the Strand Cam, and I would call it part of that cruise cam in Galveston because you see one of the cruise liners. We love it. And you know something? On a day like today when traffic is a mess, it makes you want to really get on a cruise ship and get out of town. Some of you are doing it. Good for you. You guys have a great day. We've got a lot more on CW39 coming up, including the THC ban and how it may impact local businesses. I am so excited because wrestling royalty is in the building. Two-time WWE Hall of Famer and the voice of NXT, Booker T, is here joining us live in the studio. CW39 is ready because he's talking all things reality wrestling, the upcoming Glory 3 event in Jackson City, and what it means to train the next generation of superstars. Don't miss the exclusive interview with, of course, the one, the only Booker T after the break.
Afraid to come to the United States with nothing. That is an argument that the White House feels they're on the winning side of.
Well, and on the same side, on the same issue on this, you mentioned about the optics saying that there had been some type of genocide, or there's reports of a lot of African farmers being killed, white Africans. I mean, the last report that came out over just investigation from October of 2024 to December of 2024 said out of 6,900 people who were killed, the majority of them were women and children who were not white, only one farm, which is horrible that anyone's killed anyway. But they're saying that of the 12 farm incidents that were involved in the past year or so, one of them was an African farmer, which is terrible. But the majority of them
I'm not going to get into an argument with you here about reports about what the
but you brought it up.
What is happening in South Africa. I'm trying to give you the politics in the United States. That the White House believes that when they are on the side of people who they see being persecuted, and they can have those folks waving American flags, they think that's a winning political argument for them.
Gotcha. All right, Leland, I appreciate it. And of course, you argue the difference between what is genocide in South Africa as opposed to the Congo or other areas. But I appreciate you just talking to us as always. I want you to show us one of the dances that they're going to learn. I know there's a popular one because we have fan right here. You know what we need to do with it. So let's show them what you can do. I actually know this dance, so you don't have to teach it to me.
Okay.
So if we can hit the music in just a second, let's go ahead and do it because it's all about the fans, everybody.
And if you have your fans, get it ready. Hey.
I'm just going to follow along. Here we go.
Let me hear it. Hey. Let me hear it. Hey. Give me four. Give me four. Let's go. Hey.
Here we go. I'm moving it. Moving it.
There you go. Come on. Hey.
I turn around. I do the turn around.
Hey. Give me four. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Go for it.
Come on. Hey.
Dances you're going to learn, everybody.
And clack it. Hey.
Now I'm doing
Give me four. Hey. 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 Hey.
Love it. Now, while we're doing this, where we can go to get information on how to go?
MoveLikeMika.com. Tickets available right now. MoveLikeMika.com. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Mika, you got your heart racing, you got moving and grooving, but
Yes.
also, for those of you, who's a mom here?
We have a mother
You're
to
so-
be.
We got a baby in the oven that's already dancing, everybody.
everybody. Make sure you go to our website, CW39.com. We're going to have a link to her page so you too can line dance and celebrate the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. You've got more Mother's Day excitement on H-Town Live next. And have a great Mother's Day weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye. See you soon.
Yeah. All right, breaking news for just a moment. We are remembering, of course, the one and only former Houston Mayor, Congressman Sylvester Turner. Now, we want to show you not only a number of condolences that are coming in, but also there are a number of moments that we've been able to capture as we've been talking about this all morning long when we first heard the news at 9:09 this morning from Houston's mayor that Sylvester Turner had passed away. Here's the moment that Houston Mayor John Whitmire made that announcement.
It's my duty as the mayor to confirm that Congressman Sylvester Turner, our former mayor, state representative for 24 years, passed away last night. He was working in Washington and was taken to the hospital, and he passed.
You can hear moments of his voice breaking up. We're talking about Houston Mayor John Whitmire confirming the passing of former Mayor Sylvester Turner, who died after being hospitalized following a work trip to Washington, D.C. yesterday. Now, you may remember that we actually had a chance to show video of that, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. But in his honor, flags at city buildings across the city will now fly at half. Staff and businesses in Houston are being encouraged to do the exact same thing. You also may remember, for those of you who don't know, Turner was diagnosed with cancer in 2022, underwent surgery and radiation treatments. And in 2023, he expressed his strength saying, quote, "Spirit is strong. Faith is strong. I am feeling pretty good. Appreciate people's prayers and positive thoughts." Just last night, in an exclusive interview with our cameras, Turner stood in support with a mother from the Houston area in his own district. And they talked about the cost of health care and what the Trump administration is doing that makes it challenging for parents like her. Take a listen to what both of them had to say.
What we have already heard was that there are going to be a lot of cuts in order to pay for the tax breaks for those who are doing quite well.
I've noticed with a lot of the condolences and the wonderful, nice comments that are coming out from so many people who he impacted their lives. I heard, of course, from our current mayor, he mentioned how Sylvester Turner made him a better mayor than he is today. He made him a better orator and a better speaker. And if it wasn't for Sylvester Turner, John Whitmire would not be the mayor that he is right now. That's what he said today. So for each one of you, can you tell us, you've told us so many great stories about what he's done, but personally, what is one moment in time you had with him that you're willing to share, that you would like to share with us in order to remember Sylvester Turner?
Oh my gosh, for myself, I can just reflect on last Friday when we were at the Boots and Blues tent. He said, "Baby girl, I always love seeing you. Thank you for serving." And I said, "Congress member, we're behind you."
And one last thing before we go. If you could talk to him right now, what would you tell him?
Member, thank you. Thank you for seeing us and loving us as a community. Thank you for being that champion. Thank you. And no, we got you.